Maya, can you talk? I need to ask you something.
You need to ask me something? Me? What's gotten into you?
Why? Why can't I ask you something? A mother wants to ask her daughter something sometimes.
Maybe if we were a normal family, but I don't remember you ever treating me like I was your daughter. You've only ever liked beautiful Rebecca, always spoiling her. You never took care of me and kicked me out as soon as I graduated high school. Why wouldn't I be apprehensive when all of a sudden you tell me you want to ask me something? And especially when you want to talk the day after I introduce my fiancé to you guys. What are you planning?
You've always had such an ugly personality. Fine, I'll be direct. You need to let your younger sister marry your fiancé.
What?
Yesterday, you came by the house to introduce us to your fiancé, yes? His name was Ryan, I think. It was love at first sight for Rebecca. She's saying that she's going to marry Ryan. So you need to break off your engagement. You're the older sister, so you need to let your younger sister have him.
What? What are you saying? I need to let her have him? Ryan's not a toy. He's not an object I can just give to someone else. Are you crazy?
But Rebecca says she wants Ryan. Your father and I think that rather than Rebecca marrying someone we don't know, that we would feel much better if she married someone we know is marriage material.
That's not the issue here. Don't be ridiculous. Why do you want to take everything away from me? Like my toys and clothes and even my birthday presents. Rebecca has always been given all of my belongings, and I've been told to just deal with it. Now you want me to give her my fiancé? I've had enough of this. Ryan is my fiancé. I am not giving him to Rebecca.
What are you getting all upset about? He's still marrying someone in our family. And rather than marrying you, whose face and personality are average and boring, I'm sure he'd want to marry your younger sister, who's smart and beautiful and caring.
Do you have no regard for other people's feelings?
I hear what you're saying, but it's already been decided. Your relatives and I got together last night and talked about it. And we decided that you and Ryan would be breaking off your engagement and Ryan would be marrying Rebecca. He'll be taking our last name and you'll be marrying your cousin Evan instead.
What? Why are you deciding who I'll be marrying? Can you not try to control who I'm marrying? And isn't my cousin Evan that 50-year-old who quit his job and is a deadbeat now? Telling me to marry him is the same as telling me that I need to be his caretaker and provide for him financially. No, that is not going to happen.
Come on, don't be selfish. It's already been decided. So just stop fighting it and let Rebecca have Ryan. And you marry Evan instead.
Who's really being selfish here? You really think you can tell me all this and I would say, okay, mother, I will never give you Ryan.
Do you really think it's okay for you to talk to me like this? I think you'll regret acting this way.
What? What are you saying?
You just wait. I will make sure the two of you break up.
Hello? Is this Maya's mother, Sharon? This is Maya's fiancé, Ryan. I'm texting you from Maya's phone.
Oh, hello. Is this Ryan? Thank you so much for reaching out. Have you decided to marry Rebecca?
Please cut the crap. I have no intentions of ever breaking up with Maya. Nor do I have any plans of marrying Rebecca.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe you're saying this. Rebecca is so much kinder than Maya. You know, you'll be so much happier if you marry Rebecca, right?
Please don't think you know what makes me happy. Who do you think you are? And personally, I think that Maya is so much more attractive than Rebecca. Rebecca is so vulgar and impolite. She can't even begin to compare to Maya.
What are you talking about? If you would just meet Rebecca, I know you'll see how wonderful she is.
I can see we're getting nowhere with this. So let me be direct. The reason I'm texting you from Maya's phone today is to talk to you about you and your family prank calling Maya.
Prank calling? What are you talking about?
Playing dumb will get you out of this. I know that you and your relatives have been calling Maya's cell and her work over and over and saying quit your job or break off your engagement. And some days you've been calling over 100 times. And you've gratified Maya's apartment with the same message and thrown raw eggs at her apartment. You've also been stalking me. Rebecca's been sending me lewd photos with messages telling me how great she is. I want to talk to you today about all this.
We would never prank call or stalk anyone. All we're doing is showing Maya how selfish she's being, because she won't give you to Rebecca. So, I'm having all of my relatives help. And the pictures of Rebecca we sent you was just because we want you to get to know Rebecca better. And now that you know how beautiful she is, I know you'll change your mind.
Actually, it creeped me out so much I hate her even though I've never talked to her. Everything you've done and are doing is extremely troublesome. Do you have any intentions of stopping?
Of course we won't stop. We'll keep doing it until you marry Rebecca and Maya marries her cousin. I need to teach Maya that she can't be selfish.
I see. Okay, then we'll be suing all of you.
What?
You and your relatives have been calling Maya over 100 times, telling her to break up with her fiancé, and leaving the same message in her mailbox and writing it on her door in permanent marker, and pounding on her doors and walls and throwing raw eggs at her apartment. All of this has caused Maya great emotional distress. So we'll be seeing you in court.
What? Court? Just for calling someone?
Because of you and your relatives, Maya's been hurt deeply. This isn't about just making some phone calls and about your graffiti. That's property damage. So her landlord has filed a victim report.
A victim report? He went to the police?
Of course he did. Even though he wrote on Maya's apartment, the landlord is the one who owns that apartment. Throwing raw eggs and writing on someone else's property is property damage through and through. We have security camera footage of you writing on her door, so you can't talk your way out of this one.
What?
And you and your relatives all called Maya's place of work. You told them to fire Maya and spread bad rumors about her. There were hundreds of prank calls and silent calls. This is an obstruction of business. So we'll be suing you for that too. And about you stalking me and ambushing me and sending me lewd photos and letters, I'll be suing you for stalking me.
Just wait a second. I can't believe you're trying to make all these charges against me. Are you planning on making your new fiancé a criminal?
Who are you referring to when you say new fiancé? My fiancé is and has always been Maya. I have nothing to do with a stalker named Rebecca.
What? Are you calling Rebecca a stalker?
Isn't that what she is? Sending me disgusting photos? And you said that this is a family problem. But what you did is still a crime. And you can be sued for it. Depending on what Maya wants, we can also have you detained.
Detained? I'm going to be arrested? We're going to be arrested?
Yes. About the property damage and obstruction of business, the victim in those cases isn't Maya but is her landlord and her company. So it falls outside of the scope of family problems. Her place of business and her landlord have no relation to you. You all may have thought that you were attacking Maya, but the victims are actually complete strangers.
No, that may be, but…
You're stalking me is the same. I still haven't legally married Maya, so we're complete strangers. I will be in charge of proceeding with the matters I've discussed with you today. You'll be served soon.
What? Wait a second. What do you mean you'll be in charge? What do you mean?
It's quite simple. I'm a lawyer.
What? A lawyer?
Yes, I represent Maya's company. And I've been hired by Maya and her landlord as well. I will be in charge of suing all of you. I'll be contacting you about all the charges formally tomorrow, so please stand by for that.
Wait, please wait, you have it all wrong. I don't have anything to do with this.
What do you mean you have nothing to do with this? You're the main perpetrator here.
I only did the things I did because I was ordered to. It was my husband's brother and his wife that said we should prank call Maya and her company. They said they wanted Maya to quit her job so she could take care of their son, Evan. My sister-in-law and all my other relatives were so keen on this plan, I couldn't go against them. All I did was make 1 or 2 calls like I was ordered to. I haven't done anything else. And it was Rebecca who sent you all those photos of herself. And it was my husband who wanted Rebecca to marry you in the first place. I didn't do any of this. So I have nothing to do with this.
You say you only made 1 or 2 calls, but about 25% of the calls made to Maya and her company were from you. How do you plan on explaining that?
Huh? How do you know that?
You want to know how I know that? Because as soon as Maya realized she was receiving prank calls from you, she recorded every phone call and wrote down who called at what time. So don't think you can lie your way out of this.
You have it all wrong. I only did this so everyone could be happy.
It's obvious Maya is not included in everyone. You're all awful people.
But, if we're convicted, it'll be bad for Maya. Are you okay with Maya being called a criminal's daughter?
I've already received Maya's go-ahead with all of this. She doesn't care what people around her think. And if anyone does, she can just tell them the whole story. We'll make sure they know that Maya did nothing wrong, so please don't worry. The only people going to hell will be you guys.
I can't believe this.
Next time I'll be speaking to you, it'll be in court. I'll make sure you all pay for this.
A few days later, Ryan sued my mom and all of my relatives who were involved. Because of all the evidence, we won our case easily. We sent my parents, my younger sister, my cousins, and his parents to jail. And my other 8 relatives were put on probation and had to pay a settlement. Now that my family and relatives have a record, everyone talked about them behind their backs. And they divorced each other, or moved far away, and are all living apart now. I guess it can't be helped since they did it all to make their precious daughter happy. For a while, this all had me really down. But after we won the trial, I started to slowly recover, and now I'm completely better. I married Ryan 1 year later, and we're really happy together.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
I'm in New York. Where are you?
Hi, Millie. I'm super excited for the sushi party next week. I'll see you there.
Hi, Liana. I don't want to be rude, but I don't think we invited you.
Yes, well, I overheard you talking about it in the park the other day. You really managed to get a reservation at Kobayashi Sushi? They have the best sushi in the city! And since you invited all your friends, I thought I'd come along too.
Well, I'm sorry, Liana, but we already made the reservation, and we could only get a table for 8, so, maybe next time?
Oh, don't be silly. You can call them and change the number of guests. What's one more person? Oh, and be sure to tell everyone else I'll be coming too.
Liana, I don't know how else to say this, but I don't want you to come.
What? Why?
Because you never pay. Every time we've invited you out to dinner in the past, you eat 5 times more than anyone else, but then when the bill comes along, you suddenly realize you lost your wallet or forgot to go to the bank or something. So someone else has to spot you the money, and you always say you'll pay it back, but you never do.
I don't remember that at all.
Well, I do. Remember last month? You heard my family was having a barbecue at the beach, so you showed up unannounced with your whole family and started eating everything you could get your hands on, and then you leave without even helping us clean up. Don't tell me you forgot about that, Liana.
What do you mean, showed up unannounced? We just so happened to be at the same beach at the same time is all. We didn't eat that much. I did feel bad about not helping clean up. But your grill is so complex. It has so many pieces and parts and odds and ends. I was worried about breaking it. I wouldn't want to do that to you, Millie.
Yeah, well, you had no problem taking the food we prepared for ourselves. You ate half the hamburgers, most of the hot dogs, and all of the potato salad.
Did we really eat that much? You'll have to forgive me, my 5 children do have quite an appetite. The older ones are already in middle school, and growing children need their nutrition.
So feed them at your house. And besides, you ate more than any of them. And this isn't just me. You've done the same thing to the other girls too. We're tired of you taking advantage of us, Liana. We don't want to be your friends anymore. We're never inviting you to anything ever again.
What? How could you? You're kicking me out of the moms group?
I mean, honestly, you were never that close to any of us. When have we ever directly invited you to anything? Never. I didn't even give you my phone number. You got it from the emergency contacts list at school.
I wouldn't have had to do that if you would have simply given me your number when I asked. Now come on. I want to have some good sushi. Let me go with you.
Why don't you just go to the restaurant with your own family? Why do we have to take you along with us?
My husband can't afford it. The only time I can ever go to a decent restaurant is when I go with you.
So it's like I said, you just want to come along so you can eat without paying. I can't believe you, Liana.
I didn't say that out loud.
Liana, for the last time, you're not coming with us. And please, don't ever contact me again.
Hi, Millie. I got to the restaurant a bit early, so I'll be waiting at the table for everyone.
What? What are you talking about? What restaurant are you at?
The sushi restaurant, Kobayashi Sushi. I'll order for everyone, so the food will be at the table when you get here. I told you I was coming, didn't I?
Yes, and I told you not to come. I was very clear when I said you weren't invited.
No, you said you didn't want me to come. And you said I wasn't invited for the last time. You didn't say anything about this time. You'll have to be more careful with your wording next time.
You have got to be kidding me. I've never met anyone like you before. I was as explicit as I possibly could be about not wanting you to come, and yet here you are.
You won't get rid of me that easily. Besides, my husband and kids have been looking forward to eating sushi all week. Oh, look! Our first order just arrived. Gotta go, Millie. You'd better get here fast before it's all gone. Millie, where are you all? We're all so excited to see you. And all the sushi we ordered is gone. We're completely stuffed. All 7 of us.
Liana? We're already here. We've been here for almost half an hour now.
You are? I can't see you anywhere. Oh well. Like I said, we're all stuffed to the gills, so we'll be going home now. Oh, and since the reservation was in your name, you'll be picking up the check, right? I'll pay you back. Eventually.
That's not gonna work this time, Liana. You're going to have to pay the bill yourself.
No can do, Millie. I seem to have left my wallet at home. You invited me. It's your party. So take responsibility and pay the bill, won't you? It's only a few $1,000s. You should be fine.
First things first, I did not invite you. And what do you mean few thousands? How much did you eat?
Well, between the 7 of us, about 50 plates each.
50 plates? All 7 of you? You ate 350 plates of sushi?
Well, yes. My kids have quite an appetite. The sushi was so good. They just couldn't stop.
That's... wow! Kobayashi starts at $10 a plate. If you ate 350 plates, the bill's gotta be at least 4 to 5 grand. Have you seen the bill yet?
It just came, actually. $6,000. And it was worth every penny.
$6,000? You ate $6,000 worth of sushi without intending to pay for it?
Oh, don't be so dramatic. You can split it between all of you. Thanks for the treat, Millie. Next time's on me, I promise.
This is no laughing matter, Liana. I can't believe you expected us to cover a 6,000 bill for you. Are you out of your mind?
Don't worry, you know I'm true to my word. I'll pay you back, I promise. Shall I tell the waitress you'll be paying with cash or credit?
You've gone off the deep end, Liana. You are one of the most selfish, insufferable people I've ever met. I'm not your damn ATM.
Millie, Millie, Millie. I don't think you're my ATM. We're friends, aren't we? Think of all we've been through together.
Friends don't stick their friends with $6,000 bills.
Do be a dear and hurry along, will you? We can't leave until you pay for the meal. We're going shopping on Michigan Avenue after this. Don't keep us waiting.
Wait, Michigan Avenue? Are you in Chicago?
Yes, we are. Why do you ask? That's where the restaurant is. Where else would we be? What's gotten into you all of a sudden?
Oh boy. Liana, did you go to the Kobayashi Sushi on Michigan Avenue in Chicago?
Yes, of course we did. You said you were going to Kobayashi's Sushi, didn't you?
Oh boy. Well, Liana, I really hate to tell you this, but you're at the wrong place.
What?
We're not at the Kobayashi Sushis in Chicago. We're at the Kobayashi Sushi in New York.
What? New York?
Yep. My uncle runs a hotel here, and they're hard up for guests these days, so he gave us a great deal on a room. He said we could invite the other moms from the group too. We've been here since yesterday.
You went to New York? Why didn't you tell me about that?
You didn't ask, and besides, you weren't invited. I was about to lose it. I thought you followed us all the way to New York.
You're terrible! You tricked me!
Tricked you? You overheard our conversation and invited yourself to our party, and you want to blame me for you going to the wrong restaurant?
It's your fault for not telling me about the vacation! How could you do this to your best friend?
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't want to hang out with you. You're not my friend.
How could you be so cruel to me? You know I have 7 mouths to feed. Do you expect me to support them all on my husband's salary? Friends don't abandon their friends in their time of need.
You are not my friend. And when have you ever helped anybody? All you ever do is take advantage of us. You're nothing but a parasite.
A what? How dare you?
It's the truth, Liana. But anyway, we're not at the same restaurant, so I won't be paying your bill.
You won't? Wait, who's going to pay the bill then? It's $6,000! I can't pay it, and if you won't, then who will?
Not us, we're in New York. And no, we're not flying back to Chicago to pay your bill for you, so don't even ask. You're going to have to get yourself out of this mess.
Millie, please. I don't have $6,000. I can't pay this.
I don't care, it's not my problem. Figure it out.
Millie, wait. Please, you have to help me. If I don't pay, they're going to have me arrested. I have young children, Millie. You're a mother. Don't you have any compassion for my children?
Well, yes, I do feel pretty awful for your kids. They got stuck with a complete moron like you for a mom. But nope, not gonna help you.
Oh no.
So anyway, we're in the middle of our dinner, so I'm gonna go. Good night, Liana. Hope you enjoyed the sushi. Liana and her husband freaked out, left their kids at the table and ran out of the building. The restaurant had already called the police though, and they got caught right outside the front door. Since they never had any intention to pay for the meal in the first place, I don't see how they'll avoid jail time. So they'll have plenty of time to think about what they have done. Hopefully Liana learns her lesson this time. Oh, and her kids were all taken in by Child Protective Services. I guess Liana's sister and her husband are taking them in. Hopefully her sister's smarter than she is. As for us, we had a great time in New York, and the sushi was wonderful.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Julie. Okay, so I'm at a karaoke bar right now, but I kind of forgot my wallet. So I don't know how I'm going to be able to pay the bill. So, well, yeah, that's what's going on right now. So, could you come down to the bar and bring me some money, like, now? My bill right now is about, $350, something like that. So, like, could you bring about $500 or so, just in case? Well, good evening, Alana. Let me assess the situation. It's the middle of the night, you're at a bar, don't have your wallet, and want me to bring you money. Let me guess, you left your wallet at home on purpose, right? No. Why would I do something like that? You know me, I'm just kind of forgetful. Uh-huh. So, yeah, like I said, bring the money for the bill, okay? When can you get here? I hate to disappoint you, but I'm out of town on business right now. What? Oh, and just so you don't get any ideas, your brother is out of town too. He went on a fishing trip with some of his friends from college and won't be back for a few days, so he can't come and bail you out either. Aww. So, once again, neither I nor my husband are at home right now. We cannot give you any money even if we wanted to, which we don't. Hey! I'm afraid you'll have to do something about that $350 bill by yourself. Your bill, your problem. Aw, come on! Some sister-in-law you are, Julie. Thanks to you, we're not going to have any money for fun until next month's payday. Is this about the $350 bill at the karaoke bar last night? Duh. Since you wouldn't pay the bill for me, I had to pay it myself. All $350. It was awful. I'm pretty positive that's how most adults pay for their bills, Alana. Excuse me? I'm guessing you waited until they were about to kick you out in order to make it seem like you were in a really bad pinch and needed my help. And I mean, it would be one thing if I had invited you out or something and said I would cover the bill, but you just went ahead and assumed I would pay it for you without even checking with me first. So I don't see any reason for you to be angry at me. You're just upset your little plan didn't work. What is your problem? If you genuinely lack the self-awareness to see how you're at fault here, then yikes. Seriously, why are you being so selfish? Don't pretend like you're so hard up for money. I went to your wedding, remember? It was crazy. You rented out the most expensive venue in town. You can pay some of that forward to help out your sister-in-law from time to time. First of all, that's not what pay it forward means. Second of all, your brother and I worked hard and saved up for years in order to pay for that wedding. Do you know how much overtime I put in last year? Enough to pay for my bar tab. What a coincidence. You made enough to pay for your bar tab too. But I wanted to buy other stuff with that money. Sorry, Alana, that's called opportunity cost. You're such a greedy person, Julie. Seriously, what kind of self-centered person doesn't help out family in need? You have a lot to learn about generosity. Hey, Julie! So, I heard you're going on a honeymoon, is that right? Oh, well, yeah, Sawyer and I both hit a bit of a lull in our jobs, so we thought we'd take some time off before the next busy season kicks in. Interesting. What's interesting? Oh, nothing at all. My mom just said that you guys were finally going to go on your honeymoon half a year after your wedding, so I got curious and thought I'd ask if that was true is all. Well, okay, I guess. But yeah, our schedules are pretty different, so it's really only about once a year that we both can take time off at the same time. I see. So that's why you waited so long after your wedding? Yeah, that's why. Sorry, Alana, I hate to cut you off like this, but I'm still at work right now and I have a lot to do. Is it okay if we end this conversation here? There's still a bunch of stuff that I have to get finished before we leave for our honeymoon. Oh, of course, don't mind me. Thanks for telling me about your honeymoon, Julie. Hey, Sawyer, are you done with work?
Hey, Julie. Yeah, I finished a while ago. I just got on the road. I should be at the airport before too long.
Okay, I'm getting on the bus right now, too. We'll probably get to the airport at around the same time.
Gotcha. See you soon.
Oh yeah, one more thing. This may sound random, but did Alana happen to talk to you about anything today?
Nope. Not that I can recall, anyway. Oh boy. Don't tell me she's trying to get you to pay her bar tab again.
No, it's actually not about that this time. Earlier this afternoon, she messaged me asking about our honeymoon. According to her, she heard about it from your mom.
Oh no. Come on, Mom. She should know better than to tell Elena stuff like this.
She asked me if it was true that we were going on our honeymoon, and she asked me some other questions that, I don't know. It seemed like it really was just pure curiosity. The last thing she said to me before I went back to work was, "Thanks for telling me about your honeymoon, Julie." And, well, I might just be worrying too much, but I kinda got a weird feeling when she said that.
Well, in any case, there's nothing we can do now other than to make sure we don't give her any specific details about where we're going and when.
Yeah, you're right.
Seriously though, Julie, I'm really sorry about my sister. I know she's caused a lot of trouble for you, and none of it's your fault. Typically, Mama's more careful about what she lets slip. But I guess this time she was just legitimately happy for us that we were finally able to go on our honeymoon, and kinda got careless. Don't worry though. I'll talk to my mom to make sure she keeps all the rest of the details under wraps.
Thanks, Sawyer. I appreciate that.
Okay, so I'll see you at the airport in just a bit.
Yep, see you soon. Take care. Hey, Julie! So, how was your honeymoon? Good morning, Alana. Our honeymoon was a lot of fun, thanks. I guess the next time we'll be able to take a vacation like this is after we'll have a baby, huh? Oh, great! I'm so happy for you. So I've got a great idea for a finishing touch on your super fun honeymoon. Before you check out, how about you come on down to the lobby and pay for our hotel room? What? What are you talking about? Are you on vacation right now? Who are you with? Well, duh, my husband. Who else? After all, we haven't had a chance to go on a honeymoon for ourselves either. And you guys seemed like you were really excited about yours, so we thought that we'd finally take our honeymoon too. Oh, well, I'm happy for you guys. So, yeah, come on down here, okay? We're waiting at the front desk. What do you want from me? Oh, come on. Don't pretend like you don't know exactly what I want. Alana, I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. We decided that we'd tag along with you guys on your trip. Isn't that great? Tag along? We stayed at this super nice hotel. It's totally amazing. It costs $1,500 a night to stay here. Isn't that crazy? So yeah, bring your wallet, okay? What? $1,500 a night? That's insane. I know, right? But trust me, it's worth every penny. So, what's 1,500 times 7? 10,500? Congratulations, you can use a calculator. Oh, but now that you mentioned it, we ordered a ton of room service, so it'll probably be way more than that. Alana. Oh, come on, Julie. You two just had a luxury vacation, didn't you? Did you think you could just go on a trip all by yourselves without thinking of us? Yeah, I'm not gonna let you get away with that, so hurry up and get down here. Alana. Aw, are you jealous that we stayed in a better hotel than you? Admit it, you're jealous. Well, that's just what you get for having a super nice vacation without taking us along. You have no one to blame but yourself, Julie. So yeah, like I said, hurry up and get down here. We stayed at the Arc Plaza Hotel. We're trying to check out right now, so any time you could get down here would be great. Alana, listen to me. Okay, but make it quick. The manager's getting testy. Our honeymoon was last week. Huh? As in, not this week, but last week. You know, the week before the current one? Remember 2 weeks ago Friday when you texted me asking if we were going on our honeymoon? That was the first day of our trip. We left that evening. We were gone for a week and then came back last Friday. Wait, hold on. You can't fool me. I know you had work that day. You can't just go on a vacation at the same day you have to work. That's ridiculous. You're not going to get out of paying my hotel bill that easily, Julie. I left work early at 3 o'clock and met up with Sawyer at the airport. It's that simple. Wait, so you really did go last week? My mom said that you guys were leaving on Friday. Since you were at work that day, I thought that Mom meant to say next Friday, not this Friday. Okay, well, you thought wrong. Anything else? So, my hotel bill? I'm not paying it. But, come on! I told you before, Alana, your bill, your problem. But I can't pay a $10,500 bill. That's insane. And plus, there's the bill for all the room service we ordered. Do you have any idea how much caviar I've eaten this week? I repeat, your bill, your problem. You said you were with your husband, right? It's not like you're all on your own. You're both responsible adults. I'm sure that you can find a way to get yourselves out of the mess you've made. You don't understand. We don't have any money. Why are you so determined to never learn a lesson? Didn't the incident at the karaoke bar just a few weeks ago wake you up to the fact that I am not your ATM? $350? What on earth made you think that I would be willing to swoop in like Superwoman and pay a $10,000 bill for you? Well, I thought that if it were a really big bill, you'd be more willing to help me. You know, Alana, there's a word for what you are. It starts with an I and ends in diet. I don't get it. What's the word? Ugh, for crying out loud. This is not how I wanted to start my morning. I'm just about to get off the train to head to work, so I'm heading out now. Work? Now? Yeah, that's what most responsible adults do on weekdays. We work. So we have money to pay for things and don't have to rely on our sister-in-law. Bye. Seriously, I need help. I don't have any money. Please, you gotta come down here and pay this bill for me. Thanks a lot, Julie. Guess what happened? Thanks to your appalling lack of common generosity. Now my husband and I have to move in with his parents. I'm gonna have to take care of his parents once they get old. That's too bad. How did that happen exactly? Since you were too much of a greedy pig to give us a measly $10,000, we had no choice but to contact my husband's parents. They said that if we wanted them to cover the bill for us, then we'd have to agree to move in with them to look after them once they get too old to live on their own. And my husband said yes. Oh, this is the worst. I see. I see? Is that all you've got to say for yourself? I'm gonna have to spend 20 years of my life looking after my husband's crusty old parents. Do you get that? Don't forget that this is all your fault, Julie. Remind me, which part of this is my fault again? Isn't it obvious? If you would have just been a decent person and covered the hotel bill for us, none of this would have happened. Remind me, when did I ever agree to pay for your week-long stay at a luxury hotel? I'm getting really tired of this. Do you realize that your mother came and apologized to us? She said that if she hadn't gone and told you about our honeymoon, that you wouldn't be in this situation, even though she didn't do anything wrong. Meanwhile, you refused to even place a single smidgen of blame on yourself for anything. And that's because it's all your fault for being a greedy, penny-pinching cheapskate. How many times do I have to tell you, Alana, you can't just go and make big purchases expecting someone else is going to bail you out? For the umpteenth time, your bill, your problem. I cannot believe your lack of self-awareness. Holy moly, the irony in that line. Stop using words I don't understand. That's about half of the English language, though. Julie! Yes? Stop insulting me and send me money to pay back my in-laws this instant. No. I said this instant. Here's an idea. Take all the money that you've been spending on bars, restaurants, and vacations while expecting someone else to pick up the tab for you, save it, and then pay off your in-laws yourself. Good luck. I don't wanna. Please, Julie, I don't want to change my in-laws' diapers. Both my sister-in-law and her husband were awful workers, and they never managed to hold down a job for longer than a few months. In fact, the only reason they'd been able to have any standard living at all was because her husband's father paid for their apartment. Even still, they would constantly ask them for money for a new TV, a new phone, a new car, and much, much more. So, when they started out on this vacation, they never had any intention to actually pay for it themselves. When they realized that there was no way I was going to pay the more than $10,000 hotel bill for them, they had no choice but to rely on her in-laws again. And apparently, they were tired of the constant mooching, so they weren't going to bail them out unconditionally this time. According to my brother, Alana's husband's older brother and his wife had been living with them for several years. But apparently the lady of the house is, very strict on her son's wives, so they not only moved out, but cut them out of their lives completely. And it looks like that's what Alana is going to have to deal with now. Sure enough, the very next day after they moved in, Alana was sending messages to me, to my husband, her parents, grandparents, and just about everyone else she knew, begging for help. And having used up every last shred of goodwill she once had with everyone in her life, all of her messages went unanswered.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and